that end comment?
I was going to say that wasn't too juicy of a comment.
No, it wasn't that juicy. So he wasn't as messy as he could have been. However, in any situation like this is a she said, she said.
Yeah.
And we did not work on that set. And that set, I do know Kim, that set is notorious for having been a mean girl environment.
Really?
Absolutely. It was not good for her. And, you know, when you are nasty to people, it's hard for them to get over it.
Yeah.
And so my best piece of advice would have been to use this as an opportunity to, one, let Kim and her family heal, but two, to reach out in private. I am not a big fan of reaching out in sad or happy moments to a friend, allegedly,
on public
that's
where it is exploitive, right? That's
that
why I
right
agree
there is the
Because if we're really friends, then me picking up the phone and calling you is way better and bigger.
And how about a heartfelt note? Do people write notes anymore? Barbara Walters taught me, write a handwritten note. If nothing else, send a handwritten note to say, I know we've had some trouble in the past, but I know you and your family are now suffering, and so I'm sending out heartfelt condolences between you and me. If you ever need anything, know that I'm here. That would have been so much better, so much more appropriate, and I guarantee you wouldn't have gotten that same response.
So I completely agree, and I think a handwritten note in private is awesome, but I think in the world we live in, if we don't say a thing, then it's almost like when something bad happens, if we don't say anything on Twitter, we're compliant. And if a tragedy happens, if we don't say anything, then I think Sarah Jessica Parker would have gotten flack for not saying anything.
But she would have known what she did correctly.
That's all matters.
Stop getting your validation from other people on social media. You don't know these fools. Who cares what you think about me? If I know that I reached out to my girl in writing and I was a stand-up person, listen, a rising tide lifts all boats. All I'm supposed to do is know that I did the right thing today. I can go to sleep tonight. I really don't care what they say.
So quickly, color me curious on this one, because I know a lot of people are going to be asking me, what did she mean when they said there's cat fights and it was a bad environment?
Well, I didn't say cat fights. I said it was a bad environment. It was a mean girl environment. You know, cliques form. Having been on a show that was all women for 9 years, almost a decade, their cliques can form, and people can form alliances, and some days are better than others. Some days people are very, very nice, and then some days we walk in there with an attitude and it manifests itself. But real mature people know how to come together off camera and resolve any issues. I have to tell you, I was on The View last week. Nothing made me happier than to sit in that chair with those ladies. And no matter how many uncomfortable moments, we had far more amazing moments.
Transcendent show.
Made history on television, and I had the privilege of sitting next.
Would you go back? I liked seeing you in that scene.
What, girl? No, honey, I am here with the International Association of Women. We now have nearly 1 million women that we serve, networking across the globe. And so this is my calling. My calling is to empower women, to lift women up, to advocate for equality in all aspects of society.
We're so happy to have you here in Chicago.
Thank you. This is my home now.
And sticking around for more of the show. We're so happy to have you here for that.